DJ Tofu, musical programmer of Shangri La, and from Continental Drifts, which means we do hundreds of bands of a strange nature. Continental Drifts has been going for 21 years, just putting on and working in the festival movement of the UK, and we'll be doing stages from now, from beginning of April to the end of September, because we're obsessed with festival life. Creates an alternative reality for us and allows us to be ourselves. Continental Drifts was originally called Continental Drifts because we were all about getting gigs abroad out of this horrible rainy country and getting loads of gigs in other places. And we did do that and we still do that now. Well, we work quite a lot with the fantastic Scavengers from India, who are one of the greatest bands on the planet. And we've always worked with loads of the Asian underground artists that have become really big or just disappeared, especially inside of the more antique Indian music remix. We've got that going down. We do loads of stuff in Australia, Italy, Germany, France, America, everywhere. The main challenge for foreign artists who want to come to perform in the UK is having the correct assets. The main challenge for foreign artists coming to the UK is not making a promotional base before you arrive in order to get the maximum out of your performances in the UK. In other words, it doesn't really matter where you live anymore, aside to visas and rubbish like that. What really matters is what you actually, how you look, and how your sound is, and how good your videos are, and how many millions of hits they can get, and how well you prepare your base, not just for England, but for Europe. And it's also about, if you're an unknown act, it doesn't matter where you are, in what country, you're not going to get paid top dollar. Most acts that come over here, like the Australians or the Indians or whatever, just about can cover their expenses for the first 2 or 3 times. They have to be so good, really, really good, and a mass appeal. Scavengers are a perfect example. The funded sector for music is not necessarily aligned to the commercial sector for music. So in terms of cutting the arts for diverse music, it's a really, really stupid thing to happen, because to show the UK in its full diversity is a great thing. It's one of the best things about England. Who's promoting and who's making the business for that music, say of a more diverse nature, say Straight Up Koali or something like that, is really what it's all about, really. And there are some really great promoters that have nothing to do with world music who are promoting world music now. And that's a really good move as well, you know, to think that you can make money from doing gigs with, you know, Bangra remix to a wider audience. That's a really good look. But yeah, it's having a terrible effect, you know, terrible. We're Arts Council funded ourselves. We don't know if we've got it or not. We find out on Monday. Festivals are totally crucial for independent artists because they're really difficult to break into. The music has to be a certain type and also generally well known and able to pull people through the door, which comes back to those assets again, and that making your base and finding the right genre, whatever music you're playing, finding where those festivals for your music are, and really making your base along in advance. But yeah. The message of Shangri La this year is all about two things. One, waste, because this festival, usually it's just the Greenpeace and stuff who talk about waste, but we're talking about it now because we don't think we just, you know, we're quite happy to pick up the themes across the whole thing. The main theme of the year, for me anyway, is about the dissolution of truth. Because under Donald Trump and this evil Nigel Farage in England, there's been this terrible dissolving of what is actually the truth. The Russians play at it a lot as well, which is like nobody really knows what the truth is anymore. So we've called our stage the Truth Stage this year, and a lot of the artworks in the field reflect how everybody's feeling, that, you know, what is the truth and how we're going to bloody find it rather than just swallow the muck of the media. And the revolutionary sides to the kind of environmental recycling part of the field. What's revolutionary about that is that we're not Greenpeace. We're just making a statement about how rubbish it is and how rubbish is. But in a very clever way, by building it into vast artistic installations and stuff like that. So it's really cool. Plus there's a really high-end video dynamic to all of this, with an incredible piece by Eric Porter and the guy Adam Freeland called The Bomb that has to be seen. Has to be seen.
So the big news is that you've got an MBE. Can you tell us about your MBE, why you've been awarded it, and did you expect it?
No, I didn't expect it at all. We've been awarded it for putting on so many killer stages of brilliant music and hundreds of new bands, some thousands, because we have about 27 stages a year at festivals where we can put music on. Low key, not big band, and over the years, you know, it's like 100 bands every year. Well, that's 20 years, that's 2,000 bands. So we've had lots of really brilliant things like that happening for a long time. We don't make lots of money. We're only really, I'm like 54 and I'm still in it for the vibe, as opposed to the big dollar. But we've had loads of big artists come through, of course. But for us, it's really about the magic of the front of the stage and people dancing. I festival organising types and artistic directors are just beginning to feel really strongly about the state of society that we're living in, and how no one's going to listen to a politician on the TV, not half as much as when it's all the people who make this field saying this is how we want our future. And the potency of festivals, of being able to give over positive, non-political messages is enormous, is the greatest army in England. And that's, I guess, what a lot of people are excited in festival land at the moment, because we just had enough of being lied to. Jeremy Corbyn's coming into the field today. Jez has been here every year for years, you know, I mean, it's no big deal. Jeremy Corbyn's always talked at Glastonbury because they ask him, you know, before he was famous, he'd go and talk at an opening of an envelope, wouldn't he? He's a good man. Man of the people.
So, does politics have a place at music festivals?
No. Because the political system has let everyone down. Because it's not about asking someone to choose a party. It's about saying what is happening now. Bigger statements, like the words "I heart truth." It's not political, but if you think about it, you might find out the truth. The Scavengers are absolutely amazing. They're the best friggin' band. I mean, it's pretty bizarre, but they're an incredible mix. They remind me of something like the Specials meets a little bit Massive Attack, definitely meets obviously Selector, and then something really special. They're incredible. They're going to be superstar famous all around the world.
Guys, most people on this side are from Shangri La, right? Most of the people on that side are from friggin' Boomtown.
It's scientifically proven that people who do different and strange, innovative things are the friggin' future, full stop. All right? I'll tell you what, it's like a cult thing in the UK. People are really like, we went to Shangri La and we saw something different. First they think Shangri La is the whole area, which is kind of funny. And they go down to Block 9 and they see all the transvestites and all the gay people and stuff like that, and they all hang out. And they come over here and they go in some really weird venues, and then there's the sisterhood place and all that. I think they just think it's, hello, this is a bit different.